Thank you. I'll start off by telling you guys a little bit about myself. I was born in El Salvador, and at the age of 4, right. We've located another one. So at the age of 4, I moved to a place that's actually older than Washington, D.C. It's got a real OG Mexican name. It's El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora, la Reina de Los Ángeles del Río Porciúncula, also known as Los Angeles. That's the full name of Los Angeles. And like, sometimes people will be surprised that there are so many Latinos in Los Angeles. And like, I just imagine those people would go to Israel and be like, it's surprisingly Jewy. I don't think I have a voice for comedy. Like I imagine that, you know, like me as a comedian should sound different. Like, orale fuckers, who's ready to party? Yeah. Right? Like, that makes more sense. But I don't. I have this voice, and like I might be an immigrant, but I don't speak like an immigrant because I didn't learn to speak English from my mom and dad. I learned to speak English from cartoons, and I think it worked really smurfing well. If you don't agree, you can go smurf yourself. My voice is a little softer than you might expect, but I think it matches my personality. Because like I played football in high school, but I was only in it for the hugs. So a little softer than you might expect. My voice is also a little bit white, which really comes in handy when the police pull you over. Because I'm like, listen, officer, I was driving in the middle of the road because the lanes are not clearly demarcated. I think it's a hazard, and I'm going to be writing my senator. Also, I couldn't hear your siren because I was blasting NPR. And can we wrap this up? Because I got to go home and watch that show white people watch. So I'm really grateful for my parents. They were great parents, and their parenting strategy was just always to be honest and truthful to you, which was for the most part great, but every once in a while not so great. Like, I never have to wonder if I'm getting fat because I'll just go home and my mom will let me know. Like, and right now I'm fat. It's you know, in a family like that, you have to be careful of the questions you ask, because you could ask your dad why he likes this song so much, and then find out how you were conceived. And there's certain questions you just can't ask your parents, like, which one of your sons, that's my brother by the way, which one of your sons is your favorite? Like, you can never ask that. Well, I can never ask that because I know the answer already. His nickname growing up was Muñequito Lindo, which means beautiful doll. And my nickname was Monito Feo, which means ugly monkey. I don't have to ask. I think I got this one figured out. Okay. My girl, my special lady, is in the house, and she is now my fiance. Because I asked her the big question, which was, will you buy a condo with me? And she said yes. Like, we did things a little bit backwards. Like, in October, we bought our place together. In February, I asked her to marry me, and tonight is our third date. I knew that I wanted to propose to her because she told me I had to propose to her. And like, Don't get me wrong, she wasn't trying to trap me or anything. I'm not some sort of trophy husband. I'm more like a participation trophy husband. She works for a chocolate maker, so she's like literally my sugar mama. Her name is Olga, but she's like really like out of the closet, openly Mexican. You know, it's a Russian name, but you forget about that because like she's more Mexican than Cantinflas at a churro stand. And if you don't understand that reference, it's because she's more Mexican than your brain is prepared to understand. We were trying to figure out, or I was trying to figure out a safe word to use in bed. And she suggested popcorn, because you call for popcorn, you make popcorn, and then you watch the movie you just filmed. But I ended up going with rainbow because even in bed, I still support gay rights. And then we were trying to figure out a safe word for her, and I suggested fetch, because I keep trying to make fetch happen, but it's not gonna happen. But she finally ended up going with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because she never needs to use that shit. We don't use safe words in bed as much as we use it out in the real world. And I'll explain that. She outed me as an atheist to my very religious aunt the other day, because they were talking about the wedding, and Olga's, my fiance, said, yeah, we're not going to get married in the church. And my aunt says, why not? And Olga said, oh, because we're atheists. And my aunt said, oh no! And I said my usual thing, which is the wrong thing. And I said, don't worry, Tia, it's only because we're evil. And that's when I get hit in the shoulder. And my aunt said, well, how do you think the world came to be what it is? And I said, oh, obviously it exploded out of the darkness. Hail Satan. I didn't actually say Hail Satan, my religious aunt. I just said it in my head and in my heart. And then she was like, oh, just so you know, like, Jesus is real and he loves you. And I'm like, thank you, Tia. That's very nice. But weren't you listening? Like, I have a fiance. I don't need Jesus' love. So I don't believe in Jesus, but I do believe in a higher power. I'm talking about marijuana. And I believe in marijuana because marijuana can do things that Jesus can't. Like, make me feel good about myself. Okay, that's my time, so I'm...
Woo! All right, Nelson.